I'm Brandon Neal,
I'm Jacob Cornell.
and this is Cashin with the Kids.
So, Brandon, I'd like to warm up this episode with a little bit of a funny question because
Yeah.
today we'll be talking about Christmas shopping and how you can save money while you're, kind of balling on a budget while you're going out shopping.
Balling on a budget.
Yeah, exactly. So, today I wanted to ask you, what's the worst Christmas experience you've ever had?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know that I've ever had like an awful Christmas experience, but I would say probably the worst one that I ever had was when I was younger, before my grandma passed away. My dad's side of the family used to get a big Christmas haul, and all the kids would be there. And I remember I had a lot of little cousins, and we would all like be messing around, hanging out. My Aunt Pearlie, I don't know why, but she was just like the meanest lady ever to little kids. Like she hated all the little kids. Now that I'm older, like she's cool, but when I was younger, she was awful. And we were just messing around, and I don't even know what we did, but we ended up getting in trouble. And she put us all in the corner, and was like she spanked some of them, like her kids she spanked, and then put all of us in the corner and just had to like sit there and did nothing for the rest of Christmas. Everyone's out having fun, playing card games, eating food. We all just had to sit there and do nothing. So that was probably my worst Christmas experience, but
That hurts, man.
yeah, it wasn't great, but shout out to Aunt Pearlie, she's great now. So, but I know you have probably a significantly better story than that, so let's hear it.
Okay, so when I was like little, when I mean little, I mean like 1 year old.
Yeah.
We went over to my grandma's house, and before she passed away, rest her soul, she would always have us over, and I mean, like, dude, she would make the biggest dinner.
Really?
All that, like, if there were 3 people coming over, she made a meal for like 40. That's the kind of like grandma that she was. So we would go over to her house, and this Christmas, she obviously had like the biggest dinner. Everyone was over. It was like me, my dad, her family, some other extended family. So we're all there and we're eating, and like I was the youngest, so I got the privilege to sit on grandma's lap.
Oh,
while I'm
okay.
eating food,
All
she's like, it's just me and her. Like she wants to hold me, stuff like that. So I was the youngest, I was a baby, so I get the privilege.
Same.
So I was sitting on her lap, and she had just got over the flu. And my mom's a nurse.
Okay.
So she's like always worried about this stuff. So for some reason, she let this fly.
Yeah.
She let me sit on her lap, even though she just got over being sick. And then she saw her start feeding me with her same spoon, and my mom flipped out. And Christmas was like in a day or two. It might have been Christmas Eve or a little before that.
Yeah.
But of course, during Christmas, I get the flu, and I'm throwing up on my first Christmas ever.
Jeez.
I had the flu. That was when I was my first Christmas ever.
Grandma.
Yeah. My mom she went, because we called her Mama. She was like, Mama, what are you doing? She was like yelling at her. So, but yeah, my first Christmas was a rough one. But
Jeez.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess it's nice to get your worst Christmas out the first one because you're not going to remember it, Like if that happened to you when you were like 10, like you would really like remember like how bad it sucked.
Yeah.
But you were 1, so like grandma messed up, but
it can't get
didn't.
worse than that, right?
No, I mean, it probably could, Like once you get married with the in-laws, those start to get weird. But yeah. So all right, that's not awful.
Yeah.
All right, let's get down to business. How are we going to save our listeners some money this Christmas season?
Well, we just had a couple tips, but I know one thing that you want to look out for is the hot items of this year. Like how to look out for the hot items, how to get maybe the best deal, and the approach that I took on it. I don't know what route you were going with it.
Yeah.
But this is kind of the route that I went with it. One thing that I'd like to make sure everyone understands is that just because it's a hot item doesn't mean you have to pay a premium price for it. You can wait after Christmas. You don't have to buy it for Christmas.
True.
So really, a hot item during Christmas is going to be like your iPhone or your laptops or your iMacs, whatever they are. And Apple is notorious for one thing that I think people don't really think about all that much, is manipulating people into thinking that there's a supply shortage.
But
and and there's not.
No.
There's not. And in fact, a couple of years ago, when the iPhone 5 came out, there was like rumors like crazy that the iPhone 5 was extremely under-manufactured.
Really?
So they create kind of this illusion. It's almost like a magic trick that if you don't get the iPhone now or during Christmas, you're going to miss out. You're going to have to wait months and months and months. Yeah. And in fact, when you pre-ordered it, it said the shipping is going to be delayed by like 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks.
Really?
So you had to wait, and they infected this, I think, with like the last iPhone.
I think so. I think I remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
I think it was the 8, not the 10, actually. I think the 8
The
they
8,
did that.
the 8.
Yep.
So it was like they have like a new screen. So you're gonna have to wait because we don't have this screen in stock. And what happens is in your mind, you're willing to pay a higher price because the supply is scarce. And that's just the
Not the
kind
truth.
of yeah, it's not the truth, and it's just rudimentary to everything between supply and demand. So if you're not looking out for things like this, then you're probably going to end up buying something that's a little overpriced, especially for the hot ticket items, because they want you to think that these things are low in supply. So you buy it at these high prices. So that is my tip of the day.
Yeah, no, I like that, and that kind of flows right into what I wanted to look at, and that's the best shopping days leading into Christmas, and obviously after Christmas and those January early days of January, there's a lot of sales because people have stuff that they want to get rid of, so they just start marking stuff down. But leading into it, obviously we all know about Black Friday and Cyber Monday; those are the big talked about ones. But I think the stuff that gets forgotten are things like Green Monday. And what it is the second Monday of December is when retailers mark down a lot of their stuff. This year it's December 10th, I believe, because it's just generally such a high traffic day, people that wait so long to do their shopping, so then they mark down a lot of their inventory. As well as Small Business Saturday, which I never heard of until we started looking at information for this segment. But what it is the smaller mom and pop shops in areas start marking down their stuff, and that's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So it's an opportunity to kind of get to different retailers than just the big box stores that could have more unique gifts for the people you're shopping for, as well as get better prices. So those are two big days that nobody's probably ever heard of because I never heard of them.
Yeah.
So like you were saying, you don't have to buy these things on a certain day because there's a supply shortage. Look for the best days to go shopping and then try to get your shopping list because that's how you're going to get the most bang for your buck. Because if you're out here buying everything for full price, you're probably going to bankrupt yourself trying to get everybody's presents. So that's the big thing I want to talk about today is the finding the right day to buy things. And it's different for every item. Not everything's on sale at the same times, but some of the things that were suggested to buy in December before Christmas are gift cards, toys, Christmas decorations, obviously after Christmas, not leading up to it, but because those are going to be like 60 to 80% off after Christmas because they just need to get rid of them.
Yeah.
So please don't buy your Christmas decorations before Christmas if you already have some. Winter apparel because I've never understood this, but retailers, like when they're in the middle of a season, they start marking down clothes for that season because they have to move it all and get ready for the next season. For me, it just seems like, this is the perfect time to buy like a winter coat, It's cold, but I don't know. So look at your winter apparel during the month of December. It's going to be...
Can I actually add something to that?
Yeah.
So this is something that I looked up, like what's the best month, can't talk, what's the best month to buy something?
Yeah.
Like just depending on what product category you're looking for. And I found it odd, apparently luggage. So like what you take onto an airplane, or like what you're taking onto a vacation. Apparently the month of March is when new designs and new I'm not too much into the design, fashion world, especially with luggage.
Yeah.
But apparently March, kind of going off of what you're saying, like winter apparel during like leading up or like kind of dead set in the middle of winter is when you want to buy it because they like are trying to get it out of their stores or out of their stock. Apparently March is when like new fashion for luggage comes out. So if you want to get like a new bag, apparently March is when you want to do it because apparently the fashion world is making a lot of headway in March.
All right.
Game. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not much of a fashionista these days, but it's good to know for those that are. Looking at like things like you're talking about, like the iPhones, as wait to buy. So the list I was reading was talking about you should wait till after Christmas to look at buying your high-end electronics, just because everybody's trying to get them during those Christmas months. So you're not really going to be able to get the best deals. And also looking at new cars, don't try to buy those during the Christmas months. Looking at, like you said, with the luggage, go to when they're bringing out the new model years, because then they're discounting the other ones just because they need to make room on the show floor
Yeah.
for the new
I actually
ones.
have that on here too.
New.
Yeah,
Yeah.
September is when car manufacturers generally start the new car year.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a new car, that is going to be your best shot of getting the best deal. So.
Yeah, it will give you significant bargaining power over the dealership, because you know that they have no choice but to get rid of these cars because they have to move in the new inventory.
Yeah.
So you can really strong arm them in that situation. And then also exercise equipment. So do not buy this in December or January, because everybody's buying in December or January. So they're marking prices up a lot of times because they know that's when people are going to make their New Year's resolutions, and most of the time it's to lose weight or getting back into shape.
Yeah.
So they're marking exercise equipment up. So please don't buy that during December and January.
Yeah. So I took a little bit of a different approach, not like just the December and like January and February months.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking more for, the opportunistic people that are like pretty much Christmas shopping all
Early.
year round.
Those are the smart people.
Those are the people that I can relate to because I do the same thing. So like when we were kids,
Yeah.
this is just kind of a side note. This is just how much we thought about Christmas when I was a kid. My brother and I, we always knew that our parents hid stuff in the shed when they had presents. And in the dead set of summer, it had to be like June or July, my brother and I asked for the combination to the lock for the shed because we needed to get something. So we remembered the combination, hit the combination, like wrote it down on a piece of paper in my brother's room, and waited like 6 months for Christmas. And then we opened up like the shed, and I opened up the shed, like, and my mom came out, and she was screaming and hollering at me. I was like, oh boy. But I got to know what all my presents were.
Yeah, but
So
that
it was-
ruins Christmas.
Yeah, yeah. I
Like,
know.
you think it's going to be awesome to know your presents, but then, like, Christmas morning, you're like, well, I don't
Well,
really
this
even look
sucks.
forward to it because I know what everything is.
Yeah, so not now. I don't like actively
Yeah.
research, but they started hiding them at my grandma's house. But
Okay.
but if you are that person that's always thinking about Christmas and Christmas shopping, here are just some cool months that you can buy stuff that are the best times to buy that you really wouldn't think about too much if otherwise I didn't tell you. So July, so say you have a significant other in your life or whoever, grandma, mom, that wants something new and shiny like a ring or a necklace. July is actually the best month to be buying jewelry because there aren't too many gift-giving holidays around July if you think about it. So you have to wait a couple months until December, which would be, Thanksgiving or Christmas, I guess if you give gifts on Thanksgiving. We just passed Easter, if you give gifts on Easter, and there's really nothing that's going on. You just passed Valentine's Day, so there's not too much going on in the month of July. You gotta wait a while. So jewelry vendors are kind of looking to get rid of their inventory because they don't want it just sitting around. Some others are like September, computers.
Did you
and
give your
cars.
brother that tip so he knows when to go buy his ring? Or did you already buy the ring?
I don't know.
Well, you should let him
Well,
know.
he's
Wait till
getting-
July.
He's getting married May 17th, so I don't really think
Well,
he
she can't have a ring till July then. you know?
Apparently, yeah.
Just
so
tell him to get her one of those
he already got a
pop
ring.
rings.
He already got a ring. So
Hopefully you got it last July then.
too bad, too sad, too late.
Jeez.
But yeah, these are just some of the things that you don't generally think about. Like December is good for wedding dresses, so I can't tell him that.
Yeah, I saw
can't
that.
tell him that.
Yep, that was one I didn't
Because
get to.
think about it, who's buying or who's having a wedding
In the cold.
in the cold? No one is.
Yeah.
And this is kind of just something to think about in the back of your head. Human nature generally tells us to buy something when we absolutely positively need it.
Yep.
So keep in the back of your head when you're, about to make your next big purchase, maybe let's plan ahead and buy something when I don't absolutely positively need it.
See, that's great for shopping, but you really just hit on a key personal finance point. Plan ahead.
Yeah.
If you want to get anywhere with your finances, you got to think ahead. You can't always be looking at tomorrow. Look 5, 10, 20 years down the road, and you're going to be so much more successful.
Yeah, that is a very good point because in investing, like you're saying, if you don't have a long-term view, you're not going to have a positive view when the market turns down. So just recently, we've seen a lot of volatility in the market, and if you don't have that, compounding like interest, growth, I'm going to hold this stock because I'm
Yeah.
convicted in its value, or I'm convicted in the value of this bond or this 401k that I'm holding. If you don't have that mindset, you're going to be thinking, I got to sell this now
Yep.
because I'm not finding, any growth in it. But
I won't even lie to you. I don't even look at the market. I don't pay attention because it doesn't matter to me. Only I know that if something crazy happens, someone else is going to tell me about it. If it goes down 60%, someone's going to tell me, and then I'm going to buy more. I'm not going to sell. So I don't really need to see the different ups and downs the market has, because ultimately I'm not going to do anything about it anyways. So, like you were saying, if you have that long-term approach and conviction, investing becomes so much more easier. But honestly, with everything, think about like your career path. If you have a long-term vision of where you want to go, it's easier to work through these entry-level jobs because you know what you're working for. So really, having a long-term approach goes for anything, not just personal finance or investing.
yeah, and it goes back to really to what Warren Buffett has said time and time again. Obviously, almost the picture perfect image for someone who's an investor. He never really looks at the market all that much. For someone that is literally absorbed in the market, his philosophy and actually his quote is that I want to be able to buy something and know that I'll never have to sell it.
Yeah.
That's, for someone who's made their living off of investing, having
86 billion of it.
6 billion of it.
No, 86.
86
Yeah.
off of investing. That should speak volumes to someone that is just starting out like us.
Another key point about Warren Buffett's 86 billion is that looking at that long-term approach again is he made over 99% of that after age 50, and he started investing when he was 11. So think about that. Compound interest takes time. You got to give it time to work its magic.
Yeah, and also when he was a kid, just side note, he was like selling bottle caps and pop and like Coke and Pepsi. So he was always like he was thinking ahead.
Had his own paper route.
Right.
Yep.
So that's just the kind of stuff, like you might not have a lot, but you can make something out of what you have.
Mm-hmm.
And little Warren Buffett and his business partner, Charlie Munger, sold Coke and Pepsi to like the older people in the neighborhood lot, and they probably didn't make a lot of money off of it.
But at the time, it was probably a lot.
Yeah, for the time, it was probably quite a bit. So.
All right, we got down on a rabbit hole on that one, but let's get back to your best shopping times.
Yeah, so we won't touch on all the months, but just some other ones. So like candy and just other tech are good during November because we've passed Halloween, Black Friday. So if you want to get your girlfriend or if you want to get someone like a nice sweet box of chocolates or something, November is apparently the time to do it.
I feel like the day after Halloween would be the ideal time to buy candy.
Oh, yeah.
Like that, I feel like it'll never be cheaper than the day after Halloween.
I never really thought about that. Not too much. Like, I thought, like, oh, yeah, it's probably a good time to buy candy.
Yeah, because like the stores all have a shit ton of it.
Exactly.
And they have to get it off the floor.
There's got to be, and candy doesn't really go bad.
No.
So, like, you can buy, like, 40 bags of Twix.
And you could just have your Halloween candy for the rest of your life.
Oh, yeah, and then if you're a grandma or a grandpa and you just keep that loaded, like, your kids are going to be at your house all the time.
Be careful, though. You know, if you get to just keeping 40 bags of candy in your pantry, you might start eating it on a daily, and you might see some adverse effects.
Oh, yeah, your dentist will love you, but...
Yeah. Root canals, a couple extra pounds.
Yeah,
maybe some love handles.
No.
Watch out. Maybe let's not get 40 extra bags. Maybe just 1 or 2.
Should we put in a... Yeah. Actually, we advise you not to buy. Maybe 20 bags.
No. Let's go 1 or 2. 1 or 2.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
1 or 2.
Let's not get too greedy.
All right. Well, either way, it's the best time to buy candy. And then tech, going around those lines, tech, like Black Friday, it's going to be discounted.
Yeah.
You're going to reap, the most economic benefit from buying tech on, discounted prices. So tech is good time to buy in November. There were other ones like cameras and chocolate apparently are good during February. So
I would think chocolate would be marked up in February because it's Valentine's Day. Maybe again after.
Because what would Valentine's Day is like what, the 14th, 15th?
I should know this, but somewhere in that range.
Somewhere in that range.
Don't tell my girl. I don't know.
Hopefully she doesn't listen to this podcast.
I think she does.
Oh.
Yeah, we're in
All right,
trouble.
we'll edit this out.
Yeah.
So cameras and chocolate. So I'm assuming they mean just wait until Valentine's Day is over.
Yeah.
So like whatever day that is, and then afterward.
Makes sense.
So I can see that. I still maybe doubt the validity of that fact, but I don't know. It seems about right.
Yeah.
Considering Valentine's Day is like beginning, middle of the month,
Mhm.
and then cameras. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, I don't know when it doesn't seem like there would ever be a good time to buy a camera. Like, when are people taking less pictures than others?
Yeah.
You know?
Or maybe.
Maybe because it's raining all the time in the spring, so people don't go outside to take pictures.
So this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of connecting the dots here. So luggage is good to buy during March. The month before that, cameras are good to buy. Maybe this is in prep for the vacation months. So your May,
Makes
your
sense.
June, July,
Makes
your
sense.
August. So families are going to be taking pictures. June is actually the most popular wedding month. So people are going to want to capture the moment,
They
or
are.
the vacation, or the weddings. So that's just the way I'm thinking. I don't really know why, but
Now, I don't know if you know the answer to this, but I just started thinking about it. When's the best time to book a vacation? Do you know that?
I would assume. I'm going to say somewhere in the spring.
I'm gonna find this. I think they should know this.
If I were to take a guess, I would say it would be good during March.
I was gonna say February. I think the February would probably be like your ideal time to get it booked, because the longer you go, because you figure like March you have spring break, so people are gonna be vacationing then, and then starting May to August people are on break, so they're gonna be vacationing then.
Yeah.
And then Christmas, you don't want to try to do that. Let's see.
Maybe September.
When is the best month to book a vacation?
I'm going to say, yeah, actually, I changed my answer. I'm going to say August or September.
Okay, September seems like a good one to me.
Yeah. Because back to school, no one's really going to.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Ooh, all right. It's best to book a cabin for skiing before October. So if you want to go on a ski vacation, do it before October.
Okay.
I don't know why it only gave me ski vacations, but if that's what you're looking for, before October.
I can see that.
Which that makes sense. You
Yeah.
figure October, you're probably going to go skiing late November, early
Yeah.
December, so give it some time there.
Yeah.
Here we go. The Washington Post. Let's see what they have to say.
I'm thinking more like, going to the beach.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
That's why I'm hoping Washington Post tells me something different. Let's see. High season for air tickets start the last week of April and continue through August. So don't try to book your airfare in between April and August.
So I was like, oh, okay, so I was about right.
Yeah, you said September.
Yeah.
So you actually
So,
you hit it right on the head.
Well, I said August and September.
Oh, okay. Well, your second part was right.
Second
September's
part.
right
So
on the head.
I'm like 50% right.
All right, well, apparently Jake's a better traveler than me. He knows when to book his flights. I didn't know that.
So anytime outside of that, though,
Yeah.
is a good time.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, flights leaving, this is just something because I had to do a project for airfare rates and just kind of how the whole process of economies of scale work
Yeah.
in airline fare prices.
Mm-hmm.
So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are the best days to fly out and fly into an airport.
Really?
Because Monday are business trips, so start of the week, someone's flying out, they're going to wherever they got to do business, and then Friday is often like, I'm coming back from vacation or I'm coming back from my business trip.
Yeah.
1 week business trip.
Makes sense.
So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, based off of my research, was found to be the most cost-effective ways to travel in and out of airports. And then also flying to Atlanta, the big airports are obviously going to be most cost-effective most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time. So.
Interesting. Well, we've given you guys some good tips here today to kind of find the best deals shopping, when to start shopping, and what to shop for. But I think one key thing that we've missed so far is the budget. Because if you don't set a budget when you go out shopping, it's really easy to start seeing things and say, oh, Jake would really like this, or Sarah would really like this, and then just start picking stuff off the shelf. But if you don't set a budget, you are gonna be in some deep trouble.
Yeah.
Because if you budgeted $20 for this person and you saw an item that was $50, but you never actually made that $20 budget, now you're really gonna be in deep trouble. So please, when you go Christmas shopping, have at least a rough idea of how much you want to spend in total, because I think you just see it too often. People go too elaborate on Christmas and they really hurt themselves financially. And ultimately, it's not even what Christmas is about. Christmas is about being with your family and spending that good time.
Yeah.
So don't kill yourself for the rest of the year because you want to buy these extra cool presents for people. Because realistically, think about it. Even your favorite Christmas present ever, you probably didn't use it after a few weeks or a few months.
Yeah, yeah. I would say my favorite Christmas gifts ever were not the ones that had the highest price tag.
Yeah.
It was just the ones that my parents noticed that I wanted.
Yeah.
Or they just thought really carefully about it.
Yep, I agree.
And they were buying something that really wasn't like too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So
For sure.
those are the best presents. And then just one kind of pertinent to last week, like if you go way over your budget, because we were talking about bank statements, checking your bank statements, you're not going to be happy checking your bank statements if you went over your budget.
No.
And then also, I don't think there's any harm in asking or just telling someone like, hey, like this is all I can spend.
Yeah,
or
no.
negotiate, because I know, so for my girlfriend and I, we set a limit on how much we'll spend.
I think
on
that's
each
smart.
other. And that's great. I
Yeah.
love it. Like she was like, yeah, I don't care. Just
Yeah.
as long as you're here for Christmas, I don't care. And I was like, well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So unless I'm mistaken, if not everyone's that way.
Yeah.
But I think if someone, truly cares for you, I think they'll understand that, like, hey, I'm trying to save some money.
For sure.
Let's both spend only 50, 100, whatever your budget is. Just, like, voice it to them, kind of negotiate, like, this is, what I want to spend.
Yeah.
I don't really want to go over this. And then if they agree, that's great.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's an important thing to do, regardless of how much you want to spend, to set that limit. Because think about it, if you never communicate with somebody, and then you guys both go get each other presents, and say you spent $300 and they spent $45, now you're both going to be pissed. You're going to be pissed you spent that much extra money.
Yeah.
She's going to be pissed because why'd you spend so much money? Like, why'd you try to show me up? I went and got a nice gift for you. You didn't say you were going to spend the X amount of dollars. So now everyone's upset in the situation because there was no communication about it. So regardless of how much you want to spend, communicate with your significant other, whoever you're exchanging presents with, how much the limit is.
Yeah.
Avoid the awkward situations.
Oh, yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, that's a really, really good point.
Yeah.
Because that happens all the time. Not with me.
Good.
We
I'm
set a
glad.
limit. We set a limit. The reason why I bring this up is because we've set a limit.
Good.
So,
Good.
yeah.
Well, I hope you guys enjoy the holiday season. Be thankful. And that's another thing. People need to stop skipping over thankful season. I hate that people skip Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is important too.
Do you not listen to Christmas music before Thanksgiving?
No. Not one.
All right. So I listen to Christmas music before Thanksgiving.
You're the worst.
Here's my reasoning. Just quick, non-financial point. Until they start making good Thanksgiving music, I won't listen to it because there is none. We've looked it up.
Listen to regular music, damn it.
I don't even. Who is that?
I said regular music.
Regular?
Yeah, like listen to Drake. Christmas music doesn't start till after
Oh.
after Thanksgiving is when Christmas music starts.
Drake doesn't make me feel thankful. He just gets me hyped up.
Then listen to J. Cole.
All right.
He'll
all
make you
right.
feel a little more thankful.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. But I like getting in the mood.
No,
Christmas
too
music
early.
makes me thankful for what I got.
You need to appreciate Thanksgiving.
All right, I'll appreciate Thanksgiving. You know what? I literally just made a Christmas album this morning,
Oh,
like
I
a
hate
playlist,
Jesus.
but I won't listen to it until November
26th.
26th,
Yep.
just for you.
I appreciate that.
All right.
All right. You guys enjoy your Thanksgiving with your families. And if we don't, we'll talk to them before. Yeah. So just enjoy your Thanksgiving with your family. It's an important time to be with friends and family and be thankful for all the things that you do have. This has been another episode of Cashin' Out with the Kids. And if you guys enjoyed this content or felt like it was helpful in any way, please share this with somebody else that you think it could help. And follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and subscribe to our blog. We have some really cool changes coming in that area here soon. we'll be able to offer you guys some things that wouldn't have been possible for us just in the past few weeks. So please check that out when you get a chance. All right.